Well, hello there, YouTube. Today, just want to show you guys a updated version of my cooling. Changed around my fans quite a bit from the last video that I made. Put that link somewhere in the video here for you guys if you didn't see that video. And so basically, on the outside here, we're looking exactly the same as we were. You know, you can't really tell anything different from the outside, I guess, unless you look down in there. But before, as you can see, before I had that fan down there, now I mounted it up here. So I'm going to take the side panel off here and we'll take a look, guys. Okay, there you have it. Basic overview. And like I said, you pretty much have to watch the other video that I made to understand most of the changes that I made. Here up front is a Coolermaster 120mm 1200 RPM fan that was out of a Coolermaster stacker, one of the older cases that I have. Using that up front because I really don't need anything with that much airflow. I mean, this actually probably pushes more airflow than the stock 140 that was up here, so that's good. And that just runs 12 volts straight off the 4-pin Molex. And then down here I put my two Coolermaster R4 red LED 90 CFM fans, which I run at the lowest setting because, as you'll see when I turn them up, terrible vibration, and I don't know if the camera's picking that up. But yeah, even bolted down with these screws and nuts there, it still is vibrating like crazy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to set up some kind of other way to make it, and basically what I'm probably going to do is use shrouds as well. I have one now, I'll have to make another one, and basically what I'll do is just that way it'll get the fans higher up, it'll get it closer to the graphics card, and then, you know, closer to the hard drives, which they get plenty of cooling. I'm not really worried about those. Moving on, you can see I have the HR-02 installed, and it's actually mounted down because this is the only way that I can mount it and still have two 140mm fans right here. And while I could have mounted two 120mm fans, these two down here, I could have mounted those two here on the outside and then had room to have it normally, but this will work out. It works out perfectly fine, and that's a Zigmatech 120mm fan there, and I run all these fans at the lowest speed that I can. These two 140s at the top, those are the fans that came in the case. The black one is actually where it was from the factory, and the blue LED one was mounted down here, as I stated before. And basically, yeah, I moved them up there. They're running straight 12 volts because they're silent fans. They don't really make any noise, and they provide enough airflow to get it out of the case. I do not have a fan right there, but I will put one there. Not sure what I'm going to use, but figure it out. And that's about it on the cooling, guys. So cable management on the back, of course, is pretty much exactly the same. Yeah, I think this works out a lot better than the original design I had, even though I really like using the TY140 fans. It's just kind of hard to get them placed in a case like this because originally I wanted to mount the two up here, but being that they have 120mm fan mounts, they were hitting each other, and it just, the spacing was not right, so I couldn't use those. I might actually take this Zigmatech fan and put it back here where I had it before and just run it low like it's sitting right now, and then I'll put the TY140 on there because that'll still give me room to close the side panel. And the side panel, actually, what I want to do is put a window on the side panel, since I don't like really having fans on the side panel, and with a CPU cooler like this I can't put a fan there. I guess I could put one on the bottom, but I could put a side panel window and just put a little space for one at the bottom, and if you get enough.